Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome to the S.O.S. Veteran Entrepreneur Spotlight. And remember, don't drown in the sea of transition. Grab the S.O.S. Lifeline. So we have today on our podcast Dr. Andrena Phillips. She is the CEO and founder of Keep Moving with Andrena LLC and Transform You Coaching Institute, where she empowers individuals and organizations through personal and professional development, leadership, and transformational coaching. A transformational speaker herself, certified master life strategist, award winning podcaster, published author, and coach educator. Dr. Phillips is passionate about helping others unlock their greatness and lead with confidence. With a background as a retired licensed practical nurse and a doctorate in organizational leadership, she brings real life experience, heart, and strategy to every stage and space she enters. Her mission is to inspire transformation, healing, confidence, and purpose-driven living. How you doing today, Dr. Andrena?
Pretty good, Maurice.
Good, good. Hey, so let's go ahead and hop right into this interview. I want to take us back for a little bit. So looking back on your career and looking back on it, what were the three biggest lessons you learned in your transition from military life to civilian life, and how did those lessons shape who you are today?
One of the things that I've learned is relationships is very important.
Mhm.
Communication is very important when you're building a brand or a business or just in life in general. Communication was very apparent for us in our career.
Got you. So for you, when you decided to take this leap into entrepreneurship, take us back to that moment that things sparked for you, and what was going on in your life at the time made you decide to build on one thing as an entrepreneur instead of going the safe route, as we call it here, of getting a job, maybe getting a government job and doing those types of things.
Believe it or not, when I launched Keep Moving with Andrena, it was one of my darkest moments. And it
Mm,
looked like this. It was unemployment, receiving unemployment check for $121 every 2 weeks, lights off, eviction notice, repossession of my vehicle. I had just sent three children off to college, and it was just me. And in that moment, I've always considered myself one of those people that love to motivate people for them to see greater than what is in front of them, no matter what situation life throws at you.
uh-huh.
So I just happened to be in that lane already teaching. But at this particular moment, I was just like, you know what? I don't have nothing to lose. If I can lead at a regular job, always in a leadership position, then why can't I do it in my own business? So I took a leap of faith. Basically, I just bet on me. That's all I really did.
Got you. So now, wait a minute. So basically, you're telling me you took your pain and turned it into a money-making machine.
Absolutely. Ain't that what we supposed to do?
Hey, absolutely. So now let's talk a little bit more about that. I mean, because you were going through some tough times,
Mhm.
sent the kids off to school. I'm sure probably paying for some of their college stuff because kids in college, whether they got money or not, they still ask for money from parents. I know my.
Absolutely.
So tell us, like, how did you just say, okay, you took a leap of faith, but that's a lot of guts. Like, talk to us about that. What like most people will sit back and be crippled and say, well, I can't do it, or what was going on in your thought process and your mindset to say, you know what, bet on myself. But we know being an entrepreneur ain't easy. So what was that thought process?
Absolutely not. Entrepreneur really is a roller coaster ride and it's a faith walk at the same time.
Hmm.
But I mean, when you at your lowest, well, how low can you go? Really, well, if I already lost it all, what more can I lose?
Okay.
I had no other choice. It's either I'm going to move the needle or I'm going to sit on the sideline like everybody else do. I
Yeah.
just chose to move the needle. If I can lead at somebody else's organization, make them money, turn their business to top notch, then why couldn't I do it for myself? I had to start from the ground up just like everybody else, but I had to have the faith and the courage to do it. I don't want to be those people that sit on the sideline. Sideline don't get you anywhere.
Hmm. Got you. So now ask me this then. So let's rephrase the question then. So Do you think you would have taken that leap of faith if you were sitting comfortably in a six-figure job, making great money, doing great things, and everything was okay, and you were having a good life? Would you still have possibly made that leap, or would it have?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Listen, I was a nurse. I was a nurse. You know, we can get jobs anywhere. Nurses
true.
can get jobs anywhere. So just because I was unemployed at that particular moment didn't mean that I couldn't get a job. I
Got
could
you.
have went and got another job at another hospital or another nursing home, but that wasn't my desire. I wanted to go beyond my career of just being a nurse. I had already been a nurse for
Mhm.
almost 20 years and I raised 3 kids being a nurse. So I wanted something different in my life. So did I go into full-time entrepreneur at that particular time? No. Actually, when I went into full-time entrepreneur is when I lost my late husband.
Mm,
That's when I went into, well, prior to losing him, I had been in business for over 15 years. My goal was to retire at 55, but I ended up retiring at 50. And I became his caregiver for 2 years prior to him passing. But once he passed, just like at that darkest moment, I'm at another dark moment. But I have built the momentum to be able to walk into full time entrepreneur. I just bet on myself and just had the faith walk.
got you. So now that you're in the thick of being an entrepreneur, you've been through some obstacles. What for you has been the most rewarding part as far as being an entrepreneur? And what lights you up every day you do this thing you do?
My most rewarding that I get in being full-time entrepreneur, of course, to be selfish, is the freedom that I have to
Okay.
be able to be my own CEO and run my own team and to have the freedom of that and not asking for PTO time or permission from anybody else. Let's keep
Amen.
it real. And
Yes.
then the other one is the results that my clients get, the transformation that they actually get from with working with me. That's rewarding within itself because you know what we do is purpose driven and
Hmm.
it's also to impact somebody else's life. So that's very important to me.
Got you. Now, Doc, we know, understand that. I mean, being an entrepreneur is not always sunshine and rainbows. Like you say, we go through those peaks and valleys of business because whether you want to or not, we want to make an impact. But
Mhm.
GA still has to we got still pay the bills at the house. So, talk to us about what the hardest time and most frustrating part of your journey has been and how you dealt with that.
The hardest part of the journey for me is when people don't get it or they don't take your business serious.
Okay.
Some people think that entrepreneurship is just a joke, not realizing that some of us take it very serious because it's our purpose. It's what drives us each and every single day. So
Uh-huh.
some people may say, how's your little business going? Or are you still doing the business? Just because you quit don't mean that I quit
Yeah.
you know so one of those moments is sometimes the respect that you get from others about your vision and your dreams. It can be disheartening. That's one of the things that I don't care too much for. Also, some people don't have business etiquette. I've learned that as well. Some people don't take their business serious, their purpose or their business serious. I do. I take it very serious.
Got you. So now give us some examples of that business etiquette you're talking about and things that most business owners aren't doing what they should be doing.
Because people don't realize that in order for you to be in business, you got to invest. People
Okay.
don't realize that you have to invest in your vision and your dream. They
Hmm.
think that because they see us doing podcasts or photo shoots or websites or whatever, Maurice, they think all of that is free. They
Yeah.
think, oh, she just got it one day and she just, she got it like that. They don't understand that it's an investment. We have to invest in our dream before anybody else, not only with our faith,
Yeah.
monetarily, our time, our energy, our creativity. We have to invest in that. And sometimes people take that very lightly.
Got
Everybody think that entrepreneur is cute until you really have to do the work behind it. People don't realize that there really is work behind this.
It absolutely is. So I want to go back to something really quick you just said. You talked about the naysayers around you that really say, "Hey, what's going on with your little business type attitude or type energy?" How do you make ensure that you don't feed into that and keep going with your business rather than and then just fall into what they say and just say, okay, I'm just going to go back to getting a job.
because because the purpose of my mission is greater than their
Mm.
naysayers.
Talk to them.
It's great. Yeah, it's greater than them with the negative talk. It is
Hmm.
about legacy for me. It's about impact for me. This ain't just for me. This is for those that I'm assigned to get them over their hump. This is
Uh-huh.
also for my children's children. So it means more to me than somebody just talking about your little business.
Yeah.
They talk about the little business because they don't have the courage or the faith to walk that business out.
Yeah.
So really, to be honest with you, Maurice, I'm one of those. That's fuel for me. I'm
Gotcha.
gonna show you how little it is when I'm a multi-millionaire.
There you better know it. You better
Hmm.
know. So now for you, did you plug into any business or veteran programs, a mentor, or communities to help you launch your business? Anything like that?
Well, one of the things that I did, I had already launched my business prior to getting mentors, only because, like I said, I took a leap of faith and I'm just like, look, I'm going to just take that risk. But in order to sharpen your tools, you need to be connected to a community and mentorships and coaches as well. So, one of them that I really enjoy being a partner with is IVMF.
Okay.
Yep, that is one that I really, really enjoy learning. They teach you how to structure your business
Mm-hmm.
because some people don't understand. You got to connect the dots in the back. You can name your business, you can have the website, you can have the branding, but you also got to know the business aspect of your business. So there was one that I really enjoy connecting with. SBA is another one. The chamber in your area is another one for you to do network, and you can get mentorships there as well. So there's always ways for you to lock arms with other people to be able to grow your business as well as you growing and networking and, learning different things that are out there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So tell us about your business. Let me say, what exactly it is you do, who do you serve, and what makes your company different than other ones, and what's the most impactful thing about your company?
Now, Maurice, now you don't gave me a whole mouthful. You hear me? You done gave me like 4 or 5 different questions, so I'm gonna try to remember everything that you asked
So
me.
let's start off here. What do you do, and then who do you serve? Let's get those two out the way first.
Okay, then. So I own Keep Moving with Andrena, which is a consulting firm. I
Hmm.
specialize in helping business build out their back end. I also work with agencies and organizations in the leadership area with their teams. I also own Transform You Coaching Institute, where I certify coaches and help them build out their own coaching business.
Got you. Now let's get into the second half of the question.
Mhm.
What makes your company different than others out there, and then what impact are you making?
I get in the field with my people.
Okay.
A lot of times when people become CEOs, they, pass it off and they forget to be relatable. They forget to be engaged with their clients and their customers. I'm one that I like to be in the field with my clients and my customers.
Gotcha. So you like getting out there and getting your hands dirty and
I
doing it
do.
alongside with them.
I do. I do. So that they can understand the impact. So they can, some people you have to really hold, I don't want to say hold their hand, but you got to get them to understand the mission at hand. Let's put it that way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And sometimes it does take you having to be there side by side with them because people
Absolutely. Hmm.
don't get it. So for anyone that's listening to the podcast or watching this video and they want to learn more about what you're doing, connect with you, where should they go to find you?
They can go to KeepMovin, with Andrena.com, and they can become my VIP where I offer one-on-one sessions. I offer courses, any of those things like that. If they want me to speak, they can request me to come and speak in their organizations. I'm there.
Got you. So now, last question here. We like to give our guests something to hang on to before you go. So for those who are listening, watching, and still maybe slightly skeptical about starting a business, maybe a little bit timid or afraid, what's the one piece of advice you would give to those folks?
Show up and stop double dutching.
Tell us what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
Show up. Just show up and stop double dutching. You know how you double dutch, you in and out, you in and out. Stop double dutching and just stick to it. Stick to it. Show up. What do you have to lose? You don't have anything to lose. It hurts you more when you sit on the sideline versus you playing. So
Got
show up.
So basically, it sounds as though, I mean, show up and show out. Just
That's
it's,
it. What you got to lose, Maurice? What did we have to lose when we showed up?
nothing, nothing,
Right.
nothing at all.
Right.
Got you. Well, I mean, that's pretty simple. Just show up, stay consistent, and you'll have a business in no time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I know that's too short for some people, but it's really simple.
You know
And
what?
you got and another thing, you have to stick to it. Even when you can't find your way, you still got to stick to it. You got to build it brick by brick. Eventually, you have a whole house, a whole business.
You're right about that.
Mhm.
I think it's a sticking to it part that most people don't they don't understand. They think
'Cause it's hard. 'Cause it's
it,
hard.
it
And
is
they
hard.
don't want people don't want the process, and they forget that everything in life comes with a process.
Very true. Very true. They want to snap their fingers and it's there for them the next
Yep.
day.
Yep. If that's the case, we wouldn't have been we wouldn't have had our head down, Maurice. You know what I'm saying? We would have gave this up long time ago. But you know what? One thing I want to say is know your why. If
Mm,
you know your why when you start something, then no matter what comes up against you, you're going to stick to that why and you're going to continue to play. But if you don't understand your why, that's when you double dutch. But if you understand your why, like my why is legacy. So
mm,
no matter how the wind blows, I'm continue to show up.
absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. Well, Dr. Adrena, we're gonna wrap it up here. Hey, thank you for joining us on the Vet SOS podcast. On behalf of the Vet SOS family, we like to thank you, everyone, for joining us today. You can find the Vet SOS podcast on all your favorite platforms, YouTube, and all social media platforms as well. And make sure when you go on there, subscribe and follow Vet SOS so you don't miss anything like this great interview we did with Dr. Andrena Phillips. And our motto here, as always, is remember, don't drown in the sea of transition. Grab the Vet SOS Lifeline.